Good morning, beautiful soul. Before the noise of the world creeps in, before the texts, the headlines, the emails, I want you to pause, just for a moment, breathe, feel your heart, feel your breath. This moment is yours. Now, as you step into the light of a brand new day, I want you to speak life over yourself. Speak truth, speak power, because what you tell yourself in the morning will shape everything that follows. So here are 5 sacred affirmations, 5 powerful truths to say to yourself every morning to transform not just your day, but your life. 1. I am enough. Say it again. I am enough. You don't have to prove anything to anyone today. You don't need to earn your worth. You came into this world worthy, whole, complete. Let go of the comparison. Let go of the pressure. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are enough, just as you are right now. 2. Today is a gift, and I will treat it like one. Every single sunrise is a second chance, a divine reset. You woke up today. Millions didn't. That's not something to take for granted. That's something to honor. So, how will you honor this day? With gratitude, with presence, with intention. Don't just go through the motions. Live this day like it matters, because it does. 3. I am the author of my story. You are not stuck. You are not powerless. Your past does not define you. Your choices do. And today, you get to choose again. Choose who you want to be. Choose what energy you carry. Choose what direction you move in. The pen is in your hand. Write a story you're proud of. 4. I radiate love and I attract peace. You are energy, a living, breathing source of light. So, before you walk out that door, decide, what will I radiate today? Speak kindness. Extend grace. Listen deeply. Love freely. The peace you're seeking, it begins within, and what flows out of you will always return back to you multiplied. 5. No matter what happens today, I will handle it with grace. Storms may come, delays may happen, people may test you, but you are anchored, you are grounded, and you will not be shaken. You have everything you need inside you to handle this day, all of it, the good, the hard, the beautiful, the unexpected. Let grace be your guide. Say these 5 truths to yourself every morning, not as a ritual, but as a reminder of who you really are. Because when you speak with intention, you begin to live with direction. This is your day. This is your time. You are ready. Now go. Walk into your purpose. Shine your light. And don't just change your day. Change your life. Side standards. Start the day rooted in your worth. 2. Today is a gift, and I will treat it like one. This moment, this breath, is a blessing. When you wake up with gratitude, you open your heart to joy. This truth transforms ordinary days into sacred opportunities. Every conversation, every task becomes meaningful when you treat the day as a gifted I am enough. Say it aloud. Whisper it in the quiet of the morning. Let it echo in your heart before the world has a chance to tell you otherwise. I am enough. These 3 words are not just an affirmation. They are a declaration, a return to your truth, a homecoming to your soul. Too often, we wake up and immediately feel the weight of not being successful enough, not being thin enough, smart enough, productive enough, liked enough. We measure our worth against what we see on screens, what we hear in conversations, what we assume others have and we don't. Before our feet even touch the ground, we are already in deficit, already convinced we must spend the day proving something to someone. But the truth is, you don't need to become anything to be enough. You don't have to earn your right to exist. You don't have to tick off boxes on someone else's list to validate your value. The moment you opened your eyes this morning, you were already worthy of love, worthy of peace, worthy of joy, worthy of being here. This isn't about ego or arrogance. It's not about pretending you don't have flaws or challenges. It's about standing in radical acceptance of who you are in this very moment. with all your history, with all your healing still in progress, with all the things you're proud of and all the things you're still working through. Even with all that, you are enough. The world will try to convince you otherwise. It will sell you the lie that you have to hustle for your worth, that your productivity is your identity, that you need to be busier, louder, thinner, richer, more visible to matter. But let me tell you something deeply important. You are not your job. You are not your bank account. You are not your mistakes. You are not your follower count. You are a soul, a radiant, living, breathing, feeling being, and your existence is enough. When you begin your day with this truth, everything shifts. The way you show up for yourself changes. You stop negotiating your boundaries to be liked. You stop shrinking to make others comfortable. You stop chasing validation like it's oxygen. Instead, you breathe deeper. You move with intention. You speak with clarity. You give yourself permission to rest, to pause, to say no, to say yes, because you know your value doesn't fluctuate with circumstances. Telling yourself, I am enough, doesn't mean you'll stop growing. It means you'll grow from a place of love, not lack. You'll still set goals, chase dreams, reach higher, but you'll no longer do it to prove something. You'll do it because your soul is calling you forward, not because you believe you're missing something. And when hard days come, and they will, this truth anchors you. When criticism stings, when someone misunderstands you, when the mirror reflects something you're learning to love, you can come back to these words. You can return to your center. You can remind yourself, even now, even here, I am enough. This kind of self-love is not passive. It's a rebellion, a quiet, powerful rebellion against a culture that profits from your self-doubt. It's a refusal to abandon yourself ever again. It's choosing to see yourself with the same compassion you offer others. It's treating your own heart as sacred ground. And yes, there will be mornings when it's hard to believe it. When the old stories creep in, the ones you inherited, the ones that were spoken over you, the ones you wrote in pain, on those mornings, say it anyway. Say it until it begins to loosen their grip. Say it until your inner voice begins to sound like your truest self again. Say it until you believe it not just in your mind, but in your bones. Because when you walk through the world knowing you are enough, you stop asking permission to live fully. You begin to take up space, not with arrogance, but with authenticity. You begin to love others without needing to be fixed by them. You begin to create, to speak, to lead, to rest, not because you're trying to become something else, but because you are finally honoring who you already are. So tomorrow morning, before anything else, look into the mirror and meet yourself, not just your reflection, yourself, the you behind your eyes, the you that's always been there, and say it gently like a promise. Say it boldly like a birthright. Say it again and again until every part of you remembers, I am enough. Today is a gift, and I will treat it like one. There is a profound power in waking up each morning and seeing the day ahead not as just another stretch of time, but as a precious gift wrapped in possibility, waiting to be unwrapped with intention and gratitude. When you begin to view every day this way, it changes everything. The mundane becomes meaningful. The ordinary becomes sacred. Too often, life moves so fast that we forget the miracle of simply being alive in this moment. The sun rises, and we're already thinking about the busy schedule ahead, the errands to run, the deadlines to meet, the challenges to face. We rush from one task to the next, barely breathing in between. The gift of today slips by unnoticed, unappreciated. But what if you woke up with a different perspective? What if you opened your eyes and said, today is a gift. I am grateful for this breath, for this chance to live, to love, to grow. Gratitude is the gateway to transformation. When you cultivate a grateful heart, your outlook shifts from scarcity to abundance, from stress to peace. Treating today like a gift means being present to it. It means not letting the distractions of the past or anxieties about the future steal your joy. It means anchoring yourself in the now, in the precious moments that make up your day. The smile from a stranger, the warmth of the morning sun on your skin, the sound of laughter, the quiet peace of a moment spent in stillness. This mindset invites you to slow down, to savor, to recognize the richness in each experience. Even the difficult parts hold gifts if you're willing to see them. The challenges you face today are teachers, guiding you, shaping you, helping you grow stronger and wiser. When you treat your day like a gift, you begin to embrace all of it, the highs and the lows, with a sense of grace and acceptance. Imagine waking up and setting an intention for your day based on this truth. Maybe your intention is to be kinder to yourself. Maybe it's to listen more deeply to those around you. Maybe it's to notice beauty where you usually overlook it. Whatever it is, let that intention be your guide through the day, reminding you to honor the gift you've been given. When you treat today like a gift, you also begin to show up differently in the world. You become more patient, more compassionate, more generous, not only with others but with yourself. You stop rushing through life and start living it fully. You see that each small act, each word spoken, each choice made matters. This awareness also frees you from the burden of perfectionism. You no longer need to make your day flawless to feel good about it. Instead, you find joy in the process, in the effort, in simply showing up. Because showing up for your life is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Living with this mindset requires practice and patience. Some mornings you may forget. You may wake up feeling overwhelmed or tired or discouraged. That's okay. The gift is still there, waiting for you to unwrap it, waiting for you to remember. When those moments come, take a breath. Remind yourself gently, today is a gift. Let that thought ground you, bring you back to center, and then ask yourself, how can I honor this day? How can I treat it with the reverence it deserves? You might find that honoring your day means setting boundaries, saying no to what drains you so you can say yes to what nourishes you. It might mean choosing rest instead of hustle. It might mean reaching out to someone you love or simply taking a walk outside to reconnect with nature. These acts are not small. They are the very ways you unwrap the gift of today. When you begin to live each day as a gift, you create a ripple effect. Your energy changes, your relationships deepen, your sense of purpose grows. You attract more of what you need, peace, joy, fulfillment, because you are operating from a place of gratitude and presence, not scarcity or anxiety. There is also a sacred humility in this approach. Recognizing today as a gift reminds you that life is fragile and finite. None of us know how many days we have. This truth can be sobering, but it is also liberating. It invites you to stop postponing your happiness, to stop waiting for the right moment to live fully. The right moment is now. So as you step into this day, hold it lightly but lovingly. Carry it in your heart like a treasure. Give thanks for the breath in your lungs, the beat of your heart, the chance to make choices that shape your path. Remember that each day holds potential, not just to get through, but to grow, to love, to become more fully yourself. When you treat today like a gift, you transform your experience of life itself. You move from surviving to thriving, from reacting to creating. And that is the most beautiful transformation of all. You are the author of your story. This simple truth holds incredible power and freedom because it reminds you that your life is not a script written by someone else. nor a series of circumstances beyond your control. You hold the pen. The chapters of your life are yours to write, to rewrite, and to shape as you choose. No matter what has happened before, today offers a blank page, a fresh start, and the chance to create a story that reflects your truest self. Many of us grow up believing that our past defines us. We carry stories from childhood, mistakes from adolescence, failures from adulthood, as if they are unchangeable facts stamped on our identity. But while the past is part of your journey, it does not have to be your destiny. You are not a victim of your history. You are a creator of your future. When you truly embrace that you are the author of your story, you begin to reclaim your power. Instead of feeling stuck or overwhelmed by what has already happened, you recognize that your present choices hold tremendous potential. Each decision, each moment of intention, adds a new sentence to your narrative. Even when life throws curveballs, you have the ability to respond, to pivot, to learn, to grow. This awareness shifts the way you see yourself and your circumstances. Challenges become opportunities to write a new plot twist. Setbacks become chapters of resilience. Pain becomes a teacher, guiding your hand to write with greater wisdom and compassion. Your story becomes a testament to your courage, your strength, and your capacity to change. Reclaiming authorship means letting go of excuses and blame. It means moving from a mindset of why me to what now. Instead of feeling powerless in the face of difficulty, you become proactive. You ask yourself, what can I do today to move my story forward? What choice aligns with the person I want to be? You also start to recognize the importance of self-awareness in this process. Writing your own story requires you to know yourself deeply, to understand your values, your dreams, your fears, and your strengths. It means tuning into your inner voice and trusting your intuition. When you do this, your story becomes authentic and meaningful because it is rooted in who you really are, not who others expect you to be. Sometimes, rewriting your story means healing old wounds. It might mean forgiving yourself or others, releasing resentment or regret. It might mean breaking free from patterns that no longer serve you or stepping away from relationships that keep you stuck. These are brave choices, but necessary ones, because the story you want to write demands freedom. Freedom from the chains of the past. And remember, you don't have to write this story alone. Seek support when you need it, whether from friends, mentors, or professionals. Sharing your journey can provide insight and encouragement, helping you navigate difficult chapters with grace. But ultimately, the pen remains in your hand, and your voice is the one that matters most. Writing your story also means embracing imperfection. No great story is without conflict or mistakes. What makes it compelling is how the protagonist yourself faces adversity and keeps moving forward. So be gentle with yourself when the narrative feels messy or uncertain. Growth is rarely linear, and every chapter, even the hard ones, adds depth and richness to your tale. This mindset invites you to live intentionally each day. Instead of drifting or reacting to external circumstances, you make conscious choices that align with your vision. You set goals that inspire you. You cultivate habits that support your well-being. You surround yourself with people who uplift you. All of these actions contribute to the story you are writing, one page at a time. When you fully own the authorship of your story, you become a powerful creator. You realize that your life is not something that happens to you. It is something you shape. This understanding fuels hope and resilience because no matter the current chapter, you know you have the ability to craft a new one. So, as you step into today, take a moment to hold the pen firmly in your hand. Recognize the power it holds, the power to shape your experience, to choose your attitude, to decide your path. You are the author of your story, and the story you write next can be the most beautiful, courageous, and inspiring chapter yet. Every morning, remind yourself that your life is not a predetermined fate, but a narrative that you are actively creating. What will you write today? How will you shape the story of your life with your thoughts, your words, and your actions? The choice is yours. The pen is in your hand. Begin. No matter what happens today, I will handle it with grace. Life is unpredictable. No matter how much we plan or prepare, unexpected moments come rushing in, challenges, disappointments, frustrations, or surprises that test our patience and resilience. But amidst all this unpredictability, there is one thing we can control: how we respond. Handling life with grace doesn't mean that everything will be easy or that you won't feel pain or anger. It means choosing to meet whatever comes with calmness, dignity, and presence. Grace is a quiet strength. It's not about perfection or pretending that everything is fine when it's not. It's about showing up fully, even when life is hard, and holding yourself with kindness instead of harsh judgment. It's the courage to take a deep breath when your heart races, the wisdom to pause before reacting, and the willingness to stay grounded even when the world feels chaotic. When you tell yourself that you will handle the day with grace, you are making a commitment to yourself and to your well-being. You are saying, I may not control what happens, but I can control how I respond. This mindset shifts your power from external circumstances back into your own hands. You become the calm center in the storm rather than a leaf blown around by the wind. Grace is also about compassion for yourself and for others. When things go wrong, it's easy to slip into frustration or blame, but grace invites you to soften, to recognize that everyone is doing the best they can with what they have in that moment. This doesn't mean you accept poor treatment or ignore your boundaries. Rather, it means responding from a place of strength, not anger or resentment. Practicing grace requires self-awareness. It asks you to listen to your emotions without being overwhelmed by them. When irritation rises, instead of lashing out or shutting down, you acknowledge it and choose a calmer response. When disappointment hits, you allow yourself to feel it fully, then gently guide yourself back to hope and action. This kind of emotional intelligence is a skill that grows with practice and patience. Grace also shows up in how you handle mistakes, your own and others. Life is imperfect, and errors are inevitable. Responding with grace means forgiving yourself when you fall short and extending that forgiveness to others. It means learning from setbacks rather than dwelling on failure. This attitude frees you from the heavy weight of guilt and regret, opening space for growth and healing. When you walk through your day with grace, you create a ripple effect. Your calmness and kindness influence those around you. You become a source of steadiness for friends, family, and colleagues who may be struggling. People are drawn to your presence because it feels safe and uplifting. Grace becomes a gift not just to yourself, but to the world. In practical terms, handling the day with grace might look like taking a moment before responding to an upset email, speaking softly when tensions rise, or choosing patience in traffic instead of frustration. It might mean setting boundaries firmly but kindly, or letting go of small irritations that don't serve your peace. These daily choices add up, creating a foundation of strength and serenity. Grace also invites you to embrace impermanence, the understanding that all things, good and bad, pass with time. When a difficult moment arises, remind yourself that it is temporary. This perspective helps you hold space for discomfort without becoming overwhelmed. You realize that you are bigger than any single event or emotion. The commitment to handle life with grace is not about suppressing your feelings or ignoring problems. It's about meeting life fully, feeling deeply, responding wisely, and moving forward with dignity. It's about choosing presence over reaction, love over fear, and strength over surrender. By carrying grace into your day, you also cultivate resilience. You develop a well of inner calm that sustains you through ups and downs. You learn that you can face uncertainty without losing your center. And you discover that true power lies not in controlling circumstances, but in mastering your response to them. So as you step into today, remember this: no matter what happens, you have within you the ability to handle it with grace. Let this be your anchor when storms arise, and your light when the path is unclear. Speak these words to yourself as a promise and a guide, and watch how they transform your experience of the day.